Hello everyone and I welcome all of you to BYJU'S Exam Prep. Guys, today we are going to be dealing with the CLAT 2023 preparation. We are going to be dealing with how you should be starting your current affairs preparation from right now. First of all, I welcome all the new aspirants to the class and I know that preparation right now is going to be very, very difficult for all of you. Pardon me, I've got a cold, so I might sound a little difficult. But I'm going to be telling you whatever I want to just right now. Just listen to me very carefully. Hello, Mehfil. Hello, Arvind. Hello, Ridhima. Hi, Study. Hi, Ashmita Kumari. All right. Now listen to me very carefully. I'm going to talk about this today. See, the first thing that we are going to talk about today is how you need to start up your current affairs preparation. Many of you have been sending me messages over Telegram. Many of you have been WhatsApping me about the problems that you people are facing like on a daily basis. One of that major thing which you people have pointed out is how exactly um, we should be okay. It should be done in a very proper manner. It should be done in a very correct manner. That is the reason that we have started this session today to tell you how exactly you need to start off with your current affairs preparation. So, for you people, we have a CLAT 2023 comprehensive batch which you should be joining in right now. Now, first of all, just understand how we need to look into CLAT. See, the CLAT preparation revolves around covering the given subject, the syllabus. It has a decided syllabus. You need to make short notes and practice sample questions and make strategies for exam day. Okay, and make strategies of for the exam day. All right. Now, the candidates appearing for CLAT 2023 should give around 6 to 7 months of CLAT preparation. All right. And the more time they give to the CLAT preparation, the better the result is going to be. See, the problem is that there are around 60 to 70,000 people who are actually going to give the CLAT. Correct, है ना? Now, if there are 60 to 70,000 people giving the CLAT, just try to understand. If there are so many people giving the CLAT examinations, and the number of seats are very, very limited. I mean, if you want to go into the top NLUs, you need to know that the cutoff is so low. They hardly have 150 to 200 to 300 seats in a college. And if you want to get into that particular course, you obviously have to be better than the others. You have to prove it to them that you're better than the others, that you have that X factor. The good part about students like you who have started right now is that you will have ample amount of time not only to study in a fast flowing manner, but you will have the concept of studying it in a very detailed manner. That is one very good thing about you. The more time you're going to give to the CLAT preparation, the better your results are going to be. So that is very good part. Now when we talk about current affairs is a very, very dynamic portion when we talk about the prep. So for example, you are a student who is giving the examination this year in December, right? Remember one thing, you should be starting your current affairs prep from January. This month, January, you should be knowing everything. I mean, I don't know what you've done in the past, but make sure that if you're giving the examinations in December, you should be knowing things from January. And by knowing things, I mean you should make your notes. Make sure you're making your notes. Now, by notes, I don't mean that on a daily basis you write around 15 to 20 pages, right? 15 to 20 pages. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि आप 15 to 20 pages को जो है आप बनाओ. Therefore, if your candidate is there, you should cover at least 6 to 8 months of current affairs there. I would usually say January, because if you do it from January, you would be having an understanding of what is happening. Remember, this is one of the most scoring portions of your preparation. Now in the CLAT, they never ask you very in-depth questions. Please समझना इस बात को. बहुत बड़ा ये प्रॉब्लम है जो लोग समझते नहीं है और एकदम निटी ग्रिटी डिटेल में चले जाते हैं. निटी ग्रिटी से कुछ नहीं आएगा. They just want you to have an overall understanding of the thing. So you get about 35 questions over here, the maximum that you get in a paper. And the best part, there are 5 past questions per passage. So roughly there are 7 passages that you're going to get. Alright, 6 to 7 passages that you're going to get. And all the questions from these passages are some of the most easy questions that I've seen. They are usually coming from such topics which are very much in the news. Just take for example, last year everything was about conservation. If you remember, around for a month in the papers we had studied about the importance of wetlands in India, how wetlands can be harnessed, and you got a question on answer. Similarly, There was Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, right? An economic recovery package which Modi ji had given us. So they asked a question from that, and the question was such a simple question. You look at any other ones, you're going to find that all the questions are such which were there in the paper for a very long period of time. So you can make a decision about how the examination is going to happen. You all know that this year, even though it's 2023, the exam is going to happen in 2022. So all the important events of 2022 is going to happen for 2023. For example, last year what we used to do is, so if the examination used to be in June, we used to know that say the next year exam and say it is in May. So we used to know that all right, if the examination has say happened in August in 2021, whatever current affairs we are going to get in May will be after August 2021. So we used to tell students to study from September 2021 right up till May 2022. But since your examination is happening in a very short, span of time, it's just happening in December. So you have roughly 7 months to prepare. My suggestion would be, and this is because this is the first time that the CLAT examination is going to happen 2 times in a year, that the competition is going to be very high. ठीक है, कंपटीशन बहुत ऊंचा होने वाली है. तो आप जनवरी से फरवरी तक पढ़िए. प्रज्ञा शर्मा, मैं बार बार एक ही बात बोल रही हूँ, जनवरी से पढ़ो, दिसंबर तक पढ़ लो. ठीक है, जनवरी पढ़ोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली नवंबर से आपका कवर हो जाएगा. तो 1 ईयर का करंट अफेयर्स आपका वहां कवर हो जाएगा. देन तूबा रफीक मैम, मैम मैंने भी शुरू नहीं किया है, तो अब शुरू कर दो ना. अब बहुत लेट नहीं हुआ है, अभी तो 20, जैसे 20 फरवरी है, तो इट्स जस्ट 20th फरवरी, यू जस्ट 1.5 months लेट, so you can cover very easily. Try to do it with the list that I have given you, और डेली बेसिस पे आप न्यूज़पेपर्स को पढ़िए. उनको भी न्यूज़पेपर्स पढ़ने में प्रॉब्लम होती है. एवरी मॉर्निंग एट 11:30 वी हैव अ सेशन ऑन हिंदू न्यूज एनालिसिस, राइट? तो द हिंदू की न्यूज को मैं आपको इंपॉर्टेंट लिस्ट दे देती हूँ, मतलब कि कौन कौन सा आपको पढ़ना है, और उनमें से जो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक होता है मैं उसको कवर कर लेती हूँ. अब भाई जो भी टॉपिक्स आते हैं, वट एवर टॉपिक्स यू गोइंग टू गेट इन द पेपर, they all are the topics which have been taken from these headings, right? For example, if there is a political topic, I'll give you an example. So for example, there is a issue going about the hijab, right? It's not an important one though, because there's no law passed about it, but say the court passes a particular law, or the government passes a particular law, and they tell you that this law is going to be applied in whole of India. It is very important. It deals with any economic issues. So whatever economic issue we are facing right now, we have a huge trade deficit with China. We are trying to, look into the Central Asian policy. We have a Act East policy. All these are very important. Environmental. Now this forms the most important aspect. Why? Because environmental news are right now in news. ठीक है, तो environment के ऊपर कुछ भी है, whether it is the addition of new wildlife sanctuaries, whether it is new national parks, or whether it is Ramsar sites, remember all of them. Then you have international relations. We all know that currently World War III is kind of looming, and Russia and America, they are at loggerheads with each other over Ukraine. Important है भाई, बहुत important है. What are our relationships with these nations? What about the SCO? Why are we a part of SCO? What about NBD, the New Development Bank? What are the different government schemes? So these are very broad topics on which questions will be asked to you. Now the current affairs and GK part, guys, I usually tell you to read either the Indian Express paper, either the Hindu paper. Now the difference between the two papers, just understand and then you take a decision. See, the Hindu paper is one of the oldest papers, and everyone in their prep has actually referred to it. It's a very popular paper which has a very critical view of the government. I mean, whatever the Hindu usually says, it has a lot of facts, but the facts actually support the critical working. For example, if there is a particular scheme, today, for example, there was a topic which I had read in the paper, one rank, one pension scheme. And they spoke about how the Congress is fighting over, how the Congress is actually mentioning about this one rank, one pension. And in this article, they mentioned about the loopholes with OROP has. So even though the facts were there, the facts were such that it would actually give you critical thinking. Whenever you would look at something, you would try to take out the flaws of that. That is what the Hindu usually does. But though it's a very nice paper, because many a times whatever is given in the paper is directly picked up from there and given in your flat paper. That is really nice. Now the Indian Express, on the other hand, is a very fact-based paper. So it just gives you the facts and lets you develop the opinion by itself. But though, then the problem is that you would not be able to, analyze anything critically. So both of them have their pros and cons. For the GK part, you can always refer to Lucen's GK. But the fact that you people have joined almost a year before the exams, which is a very positive aspect, please make sure you're starting with the NCRTs. Now, I know the NCRTs are going to be difficult for you to read, but please, 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 class from class 6 and go up to class 12. So this I'm talking about all the important subjects: history, geography, polity, economy. Make sure you're reading each book of that. And you know what? It's going to make your base so strong that in the future, when you're reading anything in the newspapers, it's not going to be a problem for you. ओके। यूट्यूब पे नहीं होती है तुबा, मेरी जो क्लास होती है वो होती है आपके ऐप पे। Now, these are the important prep tips. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to make a routine, and this you need to really stick by it. It's not just making a routine, putting it on a chart paper and sticking it in front of you and never following it. Don't do that. If you're making a routine, stick to it. मेक योर ओन हैंड रिटन नोट्स। अब रिटन नोट्स का मतलब नहीं होता कि बुक में जितनी कुछ चीजें लिखी होती है आप उसको वर्ड बाय वर्ड लिख लो यहाँ पे। दैट्स नॉट व्हाट इट मीन्स। बाय हैंड रिटन वर्ड इट मीन्स that you only write the important words which you tend to forget, and they have to be very concise on a daily basis। 2 से 3 पेज से ज्यादा की नोट्स आपकी बननी नहीं चाहिए। if you are making notes more than 2 to 3 pages, remember you are making a mistake। now this is only for current affairs, huh? now you need to improve your reading skills। I'll tell you what happens। so कितने लोगों ने हिंदू को पढ़ना शुरू करा है? कितने लोगों ने पढ़ा है आज तक पढ़ा है? कितने लोगों ने नहीं पढ़ा है ये बताइए। तो मैं एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग देती हूँ। हिंदू के फर्स्ट 10 डेज में ना, आप जब हिंदू पढ़ना शुरू करोगे तो फर्स्ट 10 डेज यू गोइंग टू अब्यूज योरसेल्फ। व्हाई हैव आई स्टार्टेड रीडिंग दिस फ्लैट पेपर, मतलब यू गोइंग टू कर्स योरसेल्फ ऑल यू कैन। The next 10 days you're going to curse me and all your current affairs teachers that why do these people have to teach us so much? I think on the 21st day you people will start understanding a little bit of a current affairs and you will actually start enjoying to read it. So that's what usually happens with everyone. If you're facing difficulty right now, you're not understanding a topic, you don't understand which topic you should be reading in the papers, it's all fine. You need to solve your CLAT sample papers and mock tests along with that. So how you need to read the newspaper is, remember this is something we are doing every day on the 11:30 session. You can start reading with me, take an informed decision. I will help you in making notes from the papers. I'll help you in telling which editorial is important, and I will tell you no important, you'll know, and say in another 3 to 4 months, you'll understand which topics are important and which you should be doing. For all some important tips, please go through the CLAT 2023 examinations before appearing for the examinations. Solve as many mock tests as possible. This mock test preparation should usually happen after the CLAT 2022. So the exam in May, after that you start preparing for that. Learn to remain calm. There will be a lot of shortage of time and your management skills have to be done. Look at your mistakes, manage them, and obviously slowly and steadily you will crack the examination. Okay, मैम मी, हाँ ठीक है। So guys, all of you, please make sure that you people, if you people are doing it as I asked you, please make sure you're coming at the 11:30 a.m. session. It's a free session. Join it. You'll understand the level at which we study here at BYJU'S, and I'm sure after that it will make your life easy. So if you want to join our online classroom programs, guys, please feel free to call up our counselors on the number given on your screen. All right. Feel free to call them. They will definitely be there to help you. Make sure you're logging into the 11:30 session so that at least you can start reading the papers. That paper reading is going to give you an impetus about how exactly you need to study. So with that, we come to an end with the session, everyone. Thank you everyone for joining the session. I hope you guys enjoyed the classes. Please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.